Hi everyone, I'm Darcy here at the Ontario SPCA and Humane Society. Today we're at our Provincial Education and Animal Centre to talk a little bit about cat body language and what your cat is telling you. So why is it important to understand what a cat's body language is telling us? When we understand what our cats are saying, it allows us to know when they're stressed or when they're happy or maybe frustrated or scared. And it just allows us to interact with them better, and it makes it a more pleasurable experience for us all. So what things are we looking at when we're talking about cat body language? Obviously we're looking at the body as a whole, but there's different things we really want to pay attention to. In particular, their ears, their eyes, their tail, and sometimes their whiskers can give us some good information about how they're feeling. So some indications that your cat might be happy and relaxed around you is that their ears are nice and relaxed. They might be forward, but they're not going to be flat against their face. Their eyes are going to be nice and relaxed. They might even blink at you slowly. If they're making eye contact with you, that's really great. The pupils, if their pupils are really constricted, so if you look in their eyes and there's a nice little thin slit there, that could indicate that they're really stimulated and even angry or aggressive potentially. On the flip side, if that pupil's really wide and it's really dilated, that could indicate that they're very, very scared and stressed. So in those types of situations, maybe just leave your cat alone, give it some time to cool down. But if it's nice and relaxed and its eyes are looking at you and it's blinking, that's a really good indication that your cat's feeling relaxed and happy, and you can go ahead and pet it and interact with it. If a tail is really high up, standing straight up, that could indicate that the cat's just really confident and friendly. But if it's really high up and quivering, same thing, it could be excited to see you. If it's flicking back and forth, that could be a really good indication that that cat's irritated or annoyed. So maybe give that cat a little bit of a break. Another way to use the tail is actually if the tail is wrapped around the body. So if you see a cat and its body's kind of tucked up underneath it and it's really low to the ground and its tail is wrapped around it, that's an indication that cat is really scared and probably needs a place to hide or just needs some time away from whatever's going on. So now that we've looked at the different body parts like the ears, the eyes, the tail, we need to look at the cat as a whole. To really understand how they're feeling, we need to put it into context. For example, if a cat is just standing up and stretching really big and they have that rounded back with a tail that's really tall, that's still just a nice relaxed cat who's just stretching. But if it's a cat who's in a situation where they're feeling defensive, they might have that same arched back, but their tail could be quivering or really puffed out, and the fur along their back could also be kind of ruffled or looks like it's raised a little bit. So what that cat is doing is saying, I'm defensive, I'm trying to make myself really big, so hopefully you'll back away. Another thing that if a cat really trusts you, and this is the word that we're going for here is trust, is if the cat kind of flops down in front of you and rolls onto its shoulder or its back, exposing its belly. So that's a sign or an indication of a lot of trust. It's not always an invitation for a belly rub, so just be careful with that. Some cats don't like it, some do, but when a cat does that to you, that's telling them that they really trust you and that they're comfortable with you. So when it comes to cat body language, that's just the tip of the iceberg. There's so much information out there and so much for us to learn. If you'd like to know more, check out our website at shelterhealthpro.com or subscribe to our YouTube channel. I hope you found this information useful, and we look forward to seeing you again. Thanks very much for watching.